Every once in a while, we always have a mindless popcorn movie that is set to entertain the masses of worldwide audiences, some of which pay off, some of which don't. Is Zhang Yimou's 2017 feature film The Great Wall an exception? Well, let's discuss this thing. So in this movie, Matt Damon and Pablo Pascal, another actor who was recently credited for Game of Thrones, who are a couple of scoundrel-like mercenaries who are set out to find the very mystical item known as black powder, which we all know today is gunpowder. And while they go on their journey to find this valuable-like substance, they come across this towering defense structure that is owned by an entire Chinese army that we all know today as the Great Wall of China. And during their stay in the Great Wall of China, Matt Damon realizes the true meaning behind the Great Wall. Not only is it a towering defense structure used to protect itself from enemies, but it was used to defend itself from an entire stampede of dragon-like creatures that come every 60 years. So Matt Damon and his friend help alongside the Chinese army to fight off against all the dragons, and that's it. No, really, that's the whole plot of the movie. Now, when I explain the plot to you, it may come across as a little bit generic. Well, that's because it more or less is. Seriously, we've seen this plot done 100 times over, but there were some movies that do it 100 times better. Now, wait a minute, hold up. Before I go any further, I don't really think that The Great Wall is a bad movie. Yes, the film is entirely flawed with one-dimensional characters, a cookie-cutter story. There were some stuff I liked in it for about 2/3 in the movie, and then it basically just falls apart in the end with the overabundance of CGI and cliched moments that you can see coming. Now, enough with the negativity, let's get to the positive side. Now, most modern popcorn action movies usually just take themselves way too seriously. And one of the things that I really admire about this movie is that it maintained a really good sense of humor, mainly through Matt Damon and Pablo Pascal's bantering back and forth and their camaraderie. I really like that addition to this movie. Also, I have to discuss the biggest highlight of the movie. It is gorgeous. Zhang Yimou, the director of this movie, who has recently been known for making Hero with Jet Li, has managed to make a really mindless blockbuster movie look stunning. The cinematography looks really amazing. You get beautiful shots of the Great Wall of China, or where the dragons are climbing up the wall, World War Z style. I really did admire the shot. The production design is there, the costume design is there. The visual effects are a little hard to buy. I mean, some dragons looked great, some looked not as good, but I don't think the visual effects are absolutely atrocious. I don't think they're as bad as like Gods of Egypt, Seventh Son, and Legend of Hercules, but I thought it was okay. One of the things I really loved about this movie is the first 45 minutes. You know that scene where the entire Chinese army are having their first battle with the dragon-like creatures? That was the moment where I was like, alright, I think I'm in for something. This actually might be really cool. But score one went to wasted potential, because after those 45 minutes, the film basically relies on other characters to carry the movie, and you don't care about these characters at all. They're basically the generic hodgepodge of characters you've seen from other movies. You got the noble warrior who wasn't a good guy at first but ends up helping alongside the army. You got the general who tries to redeem herself after someone she cares about dies. You got the generic generals who do nothing but shout out and give orders to other people. You got the noble sacrifices. You had the character who betrays someone in the end. It's those kind of characters you've seen before but in a way better movie. And not to mention the overabundance of plot holes, because my god, there are a lot of plot holes in this movie. So the question must be asked, is The Great Wall a good movie? Well, no it's not. Was it better than what I expected it to be? Yeah, it was. It's a mindless, entertaining popcorn movie that, while it also has bland characters, a generic story, and tons of plot holes and mixed bag CGI, it has a sense of humor, amazing production, and amazing action scenes to fall back on. And for that, I give The Great Wall a 3 out of 5. This is one of those movies that if you have nothing to do in your spare time, you might want to go give this a watch. But other than that, just watch anything else. Watch John Wick Chapter 2 or the Lego Batman movie. Or you can wait for Logan and Kong Skull Island to come out. Especially Kong Skull Island. Can't wait for that movie. Alright guys, that is my review of The Great Wall. Comment below, let me know what you thought about the movie. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or private message me on YouTube. And also, be sure to subscribe for more. My name is Luke Nukem, and you have been blown away.